Bom dia, meu nome é Diego Flaiban. We are speaking 3 languages in 3 days, so I'm a little bit confused right now. My name is Diego Flaiban. I work for IDB Invest. I'm managing director for financial intermediaries, and we are the 3rd day of our sustainability week in Manaus, Brazil. I have the pleasure to have 2 expert colleagues of mine. We're going to talk today about launching of our Sustainable Finance tool, Scorecard tool, and about tools in general. So I have with me Mr. Colin McKee, lead ESG specialist at IDB Invest and mentor of our scorecard. So I'm going to talk about that later. And I have also Paula Carvalho. She's a director in sustainable director at Fitch, which is a credit agency, but also a ESG provider. Welcome here. And to start the conversation, and I know that Fitch has been working a lot with tools, data tools, ESG performance tools, etc. Can you tell us about the origins of the tools? What are the barriers they want to address, and how you see the market in this arena?
Thanks, Diego. Well, ESG data is complex, and both investors and companies are facing challenges for measuring and also comparing ESG profile and performance. So ESG reporting suffers from lack of predictability, standardization, coverage, rigor, and also for influx of exaggerated information greenwashing. So investors are calling for consistency, granularity, transparency, comparability, integrity. And I would say that ESG ratings and scores are a key tool to address those challenges. And by providing an independent opinion on the ESG profile and performance. The ESG ratings should be backed by a clear methodology, science-based metrics, and to give investors more clarity about those ESG profiles.
Great. And since we have been launching this scorecard, Colin, can you tell us how can the scorecard, what is it, first of all, and how it is addressing some of the challenges that Paula was saying?
No, great. Well, Diego, thanks so much for the introduction, and great to be here. So our scorecard is a tool that we've been developing for a few years, and it's designed for financial institutions, and it measures their sustainable maturity across a set of dimensions, which I'll get into. And I think, Paula, you really touched on some of the origins for our scorecard, which were a number of pain points we were seeing in the market. We were seeing the lack of standardization, poor metrics around ESG data, I think a lack of ambition, and a lack of understanding as to where to go from how to get from to A to B in terms of a sustainable finance journey. So we developed the scorecard as a tool for our clients, as a means to address some of those pain points. And specifically, the scorecard is a diagnostic tool. It has 13 questions, and it's divided across 3 dimensions: strategy and governance, risk management, and then sustainable products. And we designed the scorecard with international standards in mind. So we took from the IFC performance standards, we took from ICMA and thematic bond standards, we also took from good governance, corporate governance standards in the marketplace. How do you use the tool? Our clients use it in a self-assessment capacity. So they rate themselves on 0 to 5 across those 13 questions. They provide evidence and supporting documentation to underpin their self-assessment. They send that back to us, and we then validate that score. So now that fits in the realm of kind of a traditional ESG rating tool. I think the benefit that our scorecard offers to clients is this benchmarking. So what our clients get in return is once they've logged in their information with us, they get a sense of where they stand vis-a-vis the market. So the benchmark is, of course, the number of FIs within our portfolio, but it gives them a sense of where they are relative to where their peers are, and concrete actions and an action plan for how to get from A to B.
Awesome. I really like it a lot. It's our tool, so. But you know that Fitch has been working with data analytics and ESG performance for a while, and you have your own value proposition for clients. Can you talk about a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. Sustainable Fitch key tools for investors and issuers are our ESG ratings. Sustainable Fitch ESG ratings provide independent opinion on companies and labeled bonds, performance, ESG performance and profile. The ESG ratings, Sustainable Fitch ESG ratings has a unique approach, impact approach. So unlike a traditional risk assessment, we dive deep into the direct impact of companies or the use of receipts of the labeled bond. We're looking to assess the entity's profile, the entity's integration of the ESG factors on its business, strategy, and management, and also looking to the effectiveness of its corporate governance. When assessing environmental and alignment and impact, we rely on environmental taxonomies, such as the EU taxonomy, and for social issues, we refer to the UN SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. It's important to mention that our ESG ratings is independent from any environmental or social factors that may impact the credit profile, because we're just looking to the impact, to the ESG impact and the ESG profile for a company and an ESG bond.
Great. I see two tools that work together, and we have other tools in the market as well. The people will want to know what's the complementarity between what the market is offering and what IDB as an institution can offer to its clients.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of complementarity. I think we're in a phase in the market where we're seeing the market dive deep into the importance of science-based targets, of taxonomy, of harder data around these non-financial topics. And I think that's an important space for our market to move into. I think it addresses some of the earlier comments you mentioned around concerns over impact washing. I think that's a much kind of harder position to take now that there's far more robustness around the data requirements, the data requests, the types of tools that are out there. I think different tools for different actors and different different points in their own journey. Our tool is really a tool that our clients can use as a baseline. We use it when a client comes in, and in many ways it can be seen as an introduction to the kinds of ESG data tools that are out there. But importantly, our clients log into this tool. It's a web-based portal. They log their data in our portal to serve as a baseline. And then as they have a loan with us, periodic reporting is provided through this portal. And what that gives them is a sense of their own change in performance over time, but also a change in how the market is evolving over time. And we see that as a kind of first step for a client that may be beginning a journey. Maybe a tool like some of the tools Paula described are, for clients that are doing first or second issuances in thematic bonds.
Great. I see complementarities, and you know that the market is moving, and we are from one point. Regulators are asking for more information. This will be key to provide information that the regulators are in the region that are evolving, and now requiring more things will help a lot. But also the market is asking for more benchmarking to homogenize the information along especially when we talk about, for instance, thematic bonds, and you have heard about that. So we have to improve the data we provide to our investors by requesting more impact, more data, more information to show that the money goes to where they are supposed to go. So parabéns to both of you. Thank you for what you're doing, and you enjoy the rest of the Sustainability Week.
Great. Thank you, Diego.
Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Colin.